So we're going to talk about some tips and tricks that you as a tradesperson can use in your business, which is going to make life a whole lot easier. Hi, I'm Andrew Jeffers and this is the 2-Minute Accountant. One of the big problems with people in the trades industry is about keeping receipts. How many times have you lost stuff? It's faded because it's like on that old fax paper. So there's some really easy ways to keep the receipts. The first thing is using a program called HubDoc. So go and check that out. Another thing that you probably don't know is if you have a Diners card or an American Express, you don't have to keep receipts at all. All those charges go onto a tax invoice, and a tax invoice is exactly what you need for the ATO. Now, Diners also have a MasterCard attached to that. Your normal Visa, your normal MasterCard is not sufficient. Your bank statements are not sufficient to claim receipts. You can also use a thing called RECEIPTBANK. RECEIPTBANK is fantastic that you can take pictures of your receipts, and if you're hooked up to Xero, you can take pictures as well. So if you're a tradie and you're getting a couple of subbies to come and work for you, you have a real big problem whether or not they become an employee or whether they are actually in fact a subcontractor. If they've got their ABN, then you have to be really careful, because 9 times out of 10, you might be responsible for their workers' comp and you might be responsible for their super. If they're a company and they're actually running a business, you're far more likely that it is a contractor basis. It doesn't mean someone just with an ABN is less of a contractor, but the things that you need to jump through from the ATO are a lot higher. So be very careful the difference between being just an ABN or being an actual subcontractor. So these days, the ATO is chasing people very hard for money. They're chasing people for their activity statements, they're chasing people for payments. You'll be getting phone calls from collection agents. Some of my clients have even got letters saying if you don't lodge this, you could end up with thousands of dollars of fines and you could actually end up going to jail. So the key message is be on top of your reporting. Be on top of your reporting, and if you're getting hassled by the ATO, go and have a chat to your accountant. The world of trade has changed significantly. Do you want time back with the family? Do you want time back at the pub? Would you prefer to be spending that quality time with your family and your mates at the pub versus doing accounting every single night or doing the paperwork for the jobs? So there's some great companies out there, GeoOps, Airflow, a couple of others, where you can actually log your jobs in. You can track it all day long. You can give invoices. It can knit into the back of Xero, knit into the back of MYOB. You can end up getting your bills out to the clients straight away, and you know exactly where you've been, and you've got a history of the work that you've done. So systemize, systemize, systemize. Makes your life so much easier. Check it out.